Hi, it's Mr. Johansson with part 2 of our look at multiplying by base 10 exponents. In the first video, we looked at what the place values mean and how we're getting either 10 times larger or 10 times smaller. And now I want to give you a couple of practical examples. Let's say that I'm taking the number 6.2, which is pronounced 6 2/10, and I want to multiply that by 10 to the third. Well, 10 to the third can also mean this, 6 2/10 multiplied by 10 times 10 times 10. Now that gets to be a bit burdensome, and that's why we write 10 to the third, so we don't have to write all those multiply 10, multiply 10, multiply 10. When we actually calculate what 10 times 10 times 10 is, of course, we get 6 2/10 multiplied by 1,000. And so what we're doing here is we're making our initial number, the 6 2/10, 1,000 times larger. So I just want to show you on a place value chart what we have here. This would be the ones place. This is over in the decimal. That's the 1/10 place. So we have 6 2/10 written here. We need to make those values 1,000 times larger. So I'm just going to put the decimal right here again. So the 6, which was in the ones place, needs to go larger. It needs to move times 10, times 10, times 10, and end up out here in the 6,000s place. Well, the 2, which started right here, was in the 1/10 place, and it needs to get 1,000 times bigger. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and end up here. We need to fill in those blank spots. There's nothing in the tens place. There's nothing in the ones place. Our answer is 6,200. And notice that we just increased the value of each of the digits by 1,000 times. We moved them 3 place values. It works the same way with division. If I were to take the number 6 2/10 again, and this time I want to divide it by 10 to the third. And you remember that this is really the same thing as saying 6 2/10 divided by 1,000. So using that same idea that we did before, here are 6 2/10. Notice that this is the ones place, and this is the 1/10 place, because of the decimal point that is right here. That separates the whole numbers from the decimals. All right, we need to make that 6 move 1,000 times smaller. We're dividing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 6 that was here in the ones place, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 spots. 3 spots. The 6 is going to go here. The 2, remember the 2 was right here in the 1/10 spot? It's going to go 1, 2, 3, and end up here. Not quite done yet. Did we have any numbers in the 10th? No, we don't. We have no numbers. Do we have any numbers in the 100th spot? No, we don't. Now we have the correct answer. You pronounce that 62 10,000ths. So I hope that helps. That's what's happening when you multiply and divide with base 10 numbers. You're shifting the value of the digits by a certain number of times. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop into Zoom and let me know if there's any other way I can help.